everything Nick means to us, having his bat back in the lineup, spark plug for us, and not to take anything away from what Adam Frazier did for us as well over this course while Nick was hurt. He was awesome, great at bats, consistent, played tremendous defense, and just a real asset to have.
What do you value about him as a defender overall? Someone obviously, when you're a bench coach, you worked really in depth with over the years.
Yeah, he's gotten a lot better. His intent, the way he gets after it every single day, he goes out and he works hard, and his first step has gotten better, pre-pitch, and he works at his craft, offensively and defensively.
Donnie, because of the way that Adam swung the bat for a lot of those games, has he earned a bigger split? How tricky is that going to be to navigate with him?
Yeah, we'll work through that as we go. I don't have everything mapped out yet, but just talked to him about some different things, and he did a great job. Had really consistent bats, hit the ball well, played unbelievable defense at second base too.
What do you like about Nick's ability to play short in addition to being able to play second?
Yeah, it's a big asset there. Being able to slide him over if we need to. So now to have him and Triolo to back up IKF, and Isaiah's done a great job too. Consistency in his at bats and playing defense.
Conceivably, could you play Gonzales at third too?
We'll probably stay away from that right now. Short and second. He played on his rehab, and we'll probably keep him there.
Did we see Frazier in the outfield a little bit from left and right?
You know what? He can play there. Like I said, we're just gonna see how it goes. Mix him up, around the infield and maybe the outfield as well.
We also saw the move of Rainey as well. What sort of went into that decision?
Yeah, just getting Kyle up here, and the other day was a little bit of a struggle, but just the overall body of work and just trying to find a way to get Kyle up, and now we've got Ashcraft and Nicholas up, and with Bednar and Santana at the back, feel like we're bridging that to the 8th and 9th inning.
What were some of the things you wanted Kyle Nicholas to work on when he went down there? He definitely struggled a little bit around the zone, so where do you think he's at now?
His mentality is better, and just talking to him, and we want him to focus on dominating the zone and going out there and being himself, being freed up to throw the ball through the zone and really challenge hitters with the stuff that he's got.
What kind of reports were you getting on him, Nicholas, from AAA? He's had a pretty solid month of May down there.
Yeah, he's throwing the ball pretty well, and you see what he can do when he's on. He's got the high 90s, and he can really spin it. And again, just talking about challenging hitters and getting in the strike zone and doing what he's able to do, which he's shown signs of.
Donnie, what are you hearing on Moretta's progress, and when would you suspect he could potentially rejoin the team?
Yeah, it sounds like he's doing pretty well. I think the guys coming off of Tommy John, it's a tricky thing, finding that groove, and especially with the challenge with him. Not just with him, with guys coming off of TJ, is finding that rhythm in back-to-back, lengthening them out, and from everything that I've gotten, he's progressing pretty well.
He would slot in nicely, hypothetically, right, in kind of how a game progresses with the situation now, would he not?
Yes, he would, and he's shown that. It's just making sure that he's ready for the workload. When you go down and you're going one inning, sometimes the back-to-backs, the multi-ups that are required, we just need to make sure that he's ready for that before he comes back up.
Donnie, I want to ask one quick question about Kutch. Obviously, when you mention his name with Clemente's, that's monstrous. But what kind of impact do you feel like he's had on this organization?
Oh man, I get chills thinking about it. Like being teammates with him back in 2007, to see his career from when he was a young kid all the way through now, and now he tied Roberto Clemente in the record books. Like, it's unbelievable. And then in recent being out in San Diego, and the comments he had to the team and what he means to the guys, just not enough words can say what he means to the Pirates.
I'm actually hoping he passes Clemente here at PNC Park.
That'd be great tonight. I'd love for that to happen quick. But
he said in January that he isn't necessarily a vocal guy, and it's not necessarily in the past been his thing to get up and be a big clubhouse rah-rah guy. And he said he was going to do more of that. Has he done that this year, and to what degree do you think that impact has been felt?
Yeah, so he's typically he's not, I would say, but one-on-one, and then there have been moments that I think when he feels led to do that, he's not afraid to do it. And great example was the other night in San Diego, and to his credit, he went out and backed it up too. Saturday and Sunday had great at bats and hit 2 home runs, and saying it in the clubhouse and then going out and leading the guys too was really impressive to see.
But you've noticed, I guess, because you've been here a while, you've noticed more of that this year, perhaps in years past. Is that fair to say? Or no?
Yeah. I mean, there was, especially the other night, it was really cool and really evident.
DK, obviously, with Paul on the mound decision to skip Burrows, what sort of went into that? Was maybe just keeping Paul on track, or?
Yeah, it really had nothing really with Burrows. Paul pitched in Arizona the day before the off day. If we would have kept everybody on turn, he would have had 6 days off in between the starts. So we're trying to keep him with 5 days rest, and then Mitch with 5 days rest. So they each got an extra day in there, which slotted Burrows in the middle between the two.
DK, this month or the past month, we started to see Paul start to go into the 7th and 8th inning. Are those conversations that you have with him about starting to kind of be more efficient as the season goes on?
Yeah, it's something. Oscar and Strami do a good job with that, and talking to Paul, and Paul knows too. I mean, you talk about a diligent worker that understands. He's able to. He's a pitcher. We see the triple digits at times, but he goes out there and pitches, and he's been really efficient getting deeper into games, like you said. 7th inning, had the complete game in Philadelphia. The other day in Arizona, maybe could have even continued to go a little bit more. We just pulled him back a little bit, but he's doing a great job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Tom.
DK.